What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Play Now Online series. Currently still in the NBA league, but with each and every game, we're getting closer and closer to the greatest of all time, and we have to get that trophy once we get there too. So in today's matchup, we have the 16-17 Golden State Warriors going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, I am the Milwaukee Bucks, and this is my first time playing with them, so this should be pretty interesting. And right out the bat, right off the gates, my opponent goes to 2-3 zone, so it's nothing new that we haven't seen before. And this should just be another regular 2K game, but this is my first time playing with the Bucks, so it should be pretty interesting. And I have high expectations for this team because I've seen how people use them before, and this is a team who can shoot pretty well, and you could basically run a 5 out and hit easy threes with guys like Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Devontae DiVincenzo, and then you have Giannis just trying to ram his way to the rim and get easy buckets. So this team, very easy team to play with from the beginning stages in this game. We're up 3-0, but my opponent is on a fast break opportunity and he throws it down for 2 points. And this is another team that is good to face or to have against the 16-17 Golden State Warriors just because of their size and length and defensive abilities. And then this team can also shoot the 3 ball pretty well. So it's only like 2 or 3 teams that I would take over the Golden State Warriors, and it would be this team. It would also be the 11-12 Oklahoma City Thunder, and then I would also take the Miami Heat team. I believe the 12-13 Miami Heat team, and then probably one more team just on top of that, that Cleveland Cavaliers team. I believe that one is 2015 to 2016. I would pick those teams over the Golden State Warriors just because of the defensive abilities, and you have a plethora of guys in the starting lineup and coming off the bench for those teams I mentioned who could shoot the 3 ball at a decent clip. But my opponent in this game found himself struggling. He has only 4 points with the Golden State Warriors, and this is one of the best shooting teams in the game, so it's kind of hard just to only put up 4 points. So that would mean our defense is pretty good, and we're clicking on offense. We got 12 points. Giannis straight to the rim, dunking over Kevin Durant, gets the dunk and the foul, and my opponent, he's really contemplating about quitting. He's paused a couple times, doesn't really know what to do. And with this matchup, I put Chris Middleton on Kevin Durant, I believe, and I put someone else on Stephen Curry. I don't remember. It'll have to... Chris Middleton is on Stephen Curry, and Giannis is guarding Kevin Durant. I see the matchup now. But yeah, my opponent, not a great first quarter, and he is going to quit out of the game. So not really a surprise here. The game was pretty easy to play against in this game, and my opponent gives us an easy victory. So we're 50-4, and we could finally move on to the next game. We only need one more win, and I enjoyed my short time playing with the Milwaukee Bucks, so I had to choose them again. And guess what? We get the same matchup. We are matched up against the 16-17 Golden State Warriors once more. So we're going back with the same game plan that worked against the guy we faced earlier. So Chris Middleton is on Stephen Curry, and Giannis is on Kevin Durant. And the rest of the matchups are as is. So my opponent comes with the help. Look at why the Bucks are such a popular team in the Play Now Online community, because they could shoot threes, and when you have Brook Lopez extending the floor like that, it just makes it a lot easier to drive to the rim and then kick it out for an easy shot, or you could just take it to the rim yourself, because Steph Curry is not a great defender, and along with a couple of other guys on this team. So again, we have gotten off to a fast start. The score is 7-2. Giannis just going to work on Klay Thompson, and that's just way too easy for us. But my opponent in this game, he was a lot better than my opponent in the first game that we seen. It's just, I think, to my defense, we played pretty good, and it really made him struggle in that first quarter. So Giannis again, and my opponent, he's gone to a zone, nothing we haven't seen before, and we just have to work the ball around and get good and easy shots. And I'm not too worried with my opponent playing zone because I know if I wanted to, I could just easily just force myself to the rim with Giannis, but that's not how we really play. We just get easy open 3-point shots and increase our lead even more compared to just trying to get to the rim with Giannis, and then there's the possibility that he doesn't make the shot or he goes to the line and just miss a free throw or two. And so it's just easier to work the ball around and just try and find the best shot like we do here. We take it with Giannis, but we were pretty patient on that possession there. Nothing was really open, and Giannis was the best person to take the shot. So good defense. We're on the break again. Giannis running the floor, getting the dunk, and the score is now 15-9. Steph Curry in the first quarter, even though my opponent struggled, he was killing me. I don't know why. He kept doing that Steph Curry layup, and it kind of hurt me in the first. But Khris Middleton in the corner of the court, it seems like whenever he's in that spot and he's wide open like that, he's going to hit that about 99% of the time. And you can see my opponent does the Steph Curry layup again. So that Khris Middleton matchup isn't really working out in the first quarter. And Giannis straight to the rim. You see, we get to the rim easily with Giannis, especially when my opponent is not playing on-ball defense to try and stop him from even getting into the paint. Curry, three-pointer. Now Curry is heating up, and it's kind of ridiculous right now. So with the first quarter winding down, we find Khris Middleton wide open in the corner of the court. Three-pointer, let's get him right back. That's what happens when you play a zone. Sometimes your guys don't get back quick enough, or they can't find the right spots they need to be in, and it leads to easy threes like that. So beginning the second quarter, almost into halftime, we have the ball. We're up by 9 points, and just trying to do a bit of work with Giannis again, trying to back down. Draymond Green gets the bucket to go. Now we're up by double digits. Giannis on a fast break opportunity once more, getting through the traffic and finds himself getting into a dunk. 27-14 now, and we're looking pretty good. And this is something that I always stress when you play against the zone. When your opponent misses a shot, you have to make sure you get on the fast break and take those easy points, especially when you have a superstar like Giannis, because no one is really stopping him once he touches that paint area. So we're looking so far in the second quarter, we are looking pretty good, picking up right where we left off in the first. So now we have our plays, we're getting something set up, trying to work the ball around. Giannis getting into the paint, gets bumped around a little bit. We swing it back to the other side of the corner of the court. He's coming with help. We find Khris Middleton wide open again. And Khris Middleton, he's a pretty good shooter on this game. The first game where we seen my opponent quit, he was shooting pretty good. And this game, he's picking right back up where he left off. So my opponent finally scores, and that makes the score 32-18. And he gets another bucket here, so he's chipping away at the lead. But the defense is still pretty good, and we're trying to keep up our offensive momentum. Curry, he's tired, and it's kind of strange to have Curry tired because this team, that Warriors team, they're pretty deep, and you don't really need to have Curry in the whole game, but it is helpful to have him in the whole game as long as you know how to conserve his energy. As you can see with us, we have taken guys in and out the lineup and just making sure the guys that we need in, they are definitely in the game when they are needed. And like I said earlier in the video, the Bucks, they have a pretty good bench, so I don't mind taking the starters out and putting in some of the bench guys because I'm pretty confident in that they could get me buckets as well and play defense. But we just have to make sure we keep this matchup, Khris Middleton on Stephen Curry and Giannis on Kevin Durant. Although Khris Middleton is kind of getting cooked by Curry, but it's kind of expected when Curry is one of the best point guards in this game and in real life as well. Speaking of Curry, wide open on the three-pointer here, and he hits that shot. So my opponent, that's 2-3 so far, and I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't attempted a lot more threes. You know, when you pick this team, I would expect someone to shoot at least 15 threes with them by the end of the first half. But this guy, he wasn't really shooting a lot of threes, and I don't know if that was because of his game plan or maybe because of my defense, but like I said, he wasn't really shooting a lot. Klay Thompson, he hits another three there, and he has cut the lead down now. At this point in the game, I'm still feeling pretty confident that I could win it, but the game is a little bit too close for my liking. So we just have to make sure we are continuing to get good shots. Jrue Holiday, corner of the court, can't get it to go. Brook Lopez is there, surprisingly, down low, grabbing the rebound and putting it back up and in. Bad defensive possession by me there. I get caught up on everyone with Brook Lopez, and he gets another easy basket. So I'm not really liking the defense we're playing, and his offense is looking pretty good. Giannis, straight to the rim. Easy layup. That is just way too easy. You can't really run a 2-3 zone against the Bucks because Giannis will just blow right by Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. And then by that time, it's a little too late to try and step up and get out of that restricted area so Giannis doesn't get an automatic poster. The only way I see the 2-3 zone working against the Bucks is that if you do what I just did there, if you go to the corner of the court or like the sidelines to where he could bring a help guy over and Giannis can't get that advantage to the rim anymore. But you know, coming straight down the middle of the court with Giannis, that would be pretty helpful. See, that zone, we come straight down. He has a guy there that time, but we kick it to the corner to Dante, and he hits a three. Now look at that Curry layup. He's been doing that all game, and I don't know why I couldn't stop it. It's even like that animation, it's a whatever thing, but me just trying to bump him before he even gets in that animation, that was so difficult for me to do. But look at Giannis again. I'm telling you, once he sets foot in the paint, you're not going to stop this guy. And Kevin Durant, he gets a bucket here. And speaking about Kevin Durant, he didn't really do anything for my opponent. I'm telling you, his main game plan was Steph Curry. As for us, we just want to work the ball around. Brook Lopez misses the shot. Giannis gets the rebound and tips it back up and in. Good defense by us here. Brook Lopez gets an opportunity to redeem himself, and he does that on that possession. So a pretty good way to end out the third quarter, and this game is basically put away. As long as I don't do anything crazy and I keep scoring at my consistent pace, we should be fine. And none of our guys are tired to begin the fourth quarter, so we have been doing a great job of substitutions. Giannis just going to work once more. That's why I like playing with this Bucks team, because they have a lot of offensive firepower and it makes playing the game a lot more easier. Like playing with other tier 1 teams isn't as easy, and that's due because of their roster or other factors like the team your opponent picked that has an effect. But playing with the Bucks, they could go up against anyone. Chris Middleton hits another three, and now the score is 62-47. But my opponent is still in this game, and he is not quitting anytime soon. He goes back with that Stephen Curry layup, and it's been working for him so far. Steph Curry has performed pretty well, and as for the rest of the Warriors team, you really can't say that about their team except for Steph Curry. Chris Middleton, look how we work that ball around in the zone. Wide open for another three-pointer. And Chris Middleton, like I said earlier, he was just shooting the lights out, and I like playing with Middleton after these 2 games that I've played with the Bucks. So we're back on offense. Now our starters are starting to become tired. Brook Lopez is tired and Giannis is tired as well, but the game's almost over. Pretty much got it wrapped up. Chris Middleton hit another three again for me. If you had no clue which was the better shooting team before this game started and you didn't know nothing about any of these teams, and based off watching this video, you would assume it would be the Milwaukee Bucks. And right now, we're just getting a little bit fancy. Self alley-oop to Giannis, and this game's pretty much over. Steph Curry, finally, he attempts a three with Curry, and that's what he should have been doing the whole game. But he did not, and fortunately for us, it worked out into our favor. So back on offense, about a minute remaining. Giannis trying to get a handle on the ball, gets it down low and makes the bucket. So we're almost up by 20 points, but not yet. And we're just on cruise control right now. He is still in that zone. He probably would have been better off playing a man-to-man defense, but it's whatever thing. Brook Lopez can't get the layup to go. We get it back to Brook. Now to Dante. Wide open three-pointer, and give us another three-pointer on the day. And I know this Bucks team could shoot because I think they broke the record for the most amount of threes made in a single game against my favorite team, the Miami Heat. So the Bucks, they have their days where they can shoot the ball pretty well, and Chris Middleton hits another three, and that is going to end the game, making the final score 78-55. So a very easy victory, especially towards the end of the third quarter, heading into the fourth. We just pulled away, and there was nothing my opponent could do. And we haven't seen this in a while, but we are actually going to take a look at the box score. So you can see Giannis and all the things he did, but Chris Middleton, man, this guy, he was just a sniper from out there. 7 threes made for Chris Middleton. He looked like Steph Curry out there, and I tell you, I like playing with Middleton because his shot is easy to hit, and when he's wide open, it's a high chance or a high likelihood that he's going to hit the shot. But that was 2 games, 2 very good games with the Bucks, and let me know what you guys think about the Milwaukee Bucks this year. Have you played with them, or have they shot as good for you like they did with me in this video? But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.